everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm one of your hosts, Barbara Marvel Kelly. With me is Jeffrey Kranich. Hey there, Chamberman.
Hey there, Chamber Lady. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, listen, you know, we have a brand new chamber. We want to welcome the Hernando Chamber of Commerce. And we happen to have with us Patricia Crowley, who is the president and CEO.
Yes, I am, and thank you so much for inviting us.
This is such a pleasure. And Dawn Badami, or is it Badami?
Nope, we had it right the first time.
Badami.
Yep.
And we met, actually, there was a mixer down here in Newport Richey at Catches where we originally met, and I knew our paths would cross again. And we're just so delighted to have you today. And we have a plethora of guests today.
We do.
And I'm excited.
We do. It's like crowding them back into the green room was
I
the
know.
challenge this morning.
I can bring more in.
You certainly
Dawn
made
had-
sure you were
she
going
had
to
them
have
on speed
guests.
dial. Yes,
Was it
yes,
something
yes.
I said or something I wrote to you
I'm
or
in
whatever?
panic mode.
They kept streaming in, so we're going to actually go a little bit longer today.
Excellent.
Yeah, you get to have extra
fun.
time. How
Yeah,
about
we love
that?
it.
We are going to put Hernando Chamber on the map.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Well,
All
that's
right.
wonderful. We're looking forward to it.
So tell me, what's a little bit different? We were talking before the show about, you know, commonalities among the chambers and everything, and you mirroring some other communities and things like that. You know, just jump right in and tell
Well,
us.
I think probably the biggest thing for the Hernando County Chamber is it's one chamber in the county.
Okay.
Okay, so when you are in larger counties, which of course Pasco County is, and you sit right in the heart of it, I think there's probably 6 or 7 chambers
Yes, you're right.
here. And if you go to Pinellas, and we'll just say the Tampa Bay region.
Right.
So when you're in a smaller community, our population in Hernando is about 175, 170, we'll say 180. And so therefore you're going to hopefully have a one chamber community. So I'd say that's probably the definition of our chamber. We are through the Tampa Bay Business Journal. We're actually listed as the 8th largest chamber in the Tampa Bay area.
Very nice.
Yes, and
Very
we've held
nice.
that top 10 position for many, many years. You know, it's like that vying, and it really goes by numbers. How many members do you have? And that's basically, and then of course they look at dollars and they put that in the book of lists, which I'm sure you're probably very familiar with.
Yes, yes.
So it's a nice recognition. And then I would say that probably the other thing that I would say would define our chamber is we're very much a teaching chamber. We do a lot of workshops. We work with Small Business Development Center. We're very entrepreneurial. So, you know, we do events like other chambers, but I would say that our board and our committees have always been geared or directed towards helping the small businesses. Like most of the chambers in this area, we are about 75% 1 to 5 employees. So we're a small business community. And I would probably think that we, you know, West Pasco Chamber would probably mirror us very much so.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Dawn, you keep yourself busy, don't you, as an event coordinator, right?
I
Do you
do.
meet yourself coming and going?
Yes, yes. I don't know where I am right now. What day is today? It's actually, this is our low. The month of January is a low where we start prepping for some of the bigger events that we have coming up. We do 10 big events throughout the year. One is our food truck fiesta. We have a hop and glow with the young professionals, which is a big Easter egg hunt. We do a new event called Hernando Untapped, which is a craft beer and wine festival that we do in October.
Saw that on your website. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so
It is
are we.
so much
We
fun.
are
That
too.
sounds like fun.
Yes,
And we
it
are
is.
too. In fact, one of our guests, Karen Carpernoni, she is on our board, and she's a diplomat, and she's a lot
And
of
she
things.
works for a small bank.
And
don't
she works for a
forget.
small bank, but she's
Capital City.
she's our chair for that. So we're really excited to bring some really fun stuff to it, and we'll be keeping you posted on it. But yeah, keep myself busy between our special events and our monthly events, the mixers, the power lunches, anything having to do with Chamber Connects and building those relationships. We really try to keep, again, like Pat said, a teaching type chamber to build those relationships and just kind of forge forward with making you successful.
That's amazing. Now, how long have you been event coordinator? How long have you been with the chamber?
4 years.
4 years.
I just had my anniversary a
Very
couple days ago.
nice. How about you?
A long
A
time.
long time.
A long, long time. Were you one of the originals?
No, actually, I've been with the chamber. I started in 2000.
Really?
So yeah,
Well,
so
that
I'll
is a
be
long
actually I will
time.
be celebrating my 16th anniversary in March of this year.
You must have a passion for it, right, Jeff? I mean,
absolutely.
just to have that kind of tenure. I mean,
How old is the chamber? For Hernando?
Oh gosh, you're gonna embarrass me, or I'm not
19
gonna.
it's
Right,
95.
it's
We're 95th anniversary.
Yeah.
95th?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, so our history is there were 3 chambers. So we'll say that one was in downtown Brooksville.
Right.
So that was the Hernando Chamber. There was an East Side Chamber, which was, I think, listed as the Ridge Manor Chamber of Commerce. And then there was the West Hernando Chamber, which was in Spring Hill.
Okay.
So they merged in the early 90s. It was the east to Brooksville, and then somewhere around 93, 94, it was the West Hernando Chamber with the Brooksville Chamber to create the Greater Hernando County Chamber. And we were in downtown Brooksville for many, many years. And it's so funny when you look back on the history of communities, and probably the same thing holds true for, Newport Richey, because they're, they're a small community many years
Yes.
ago. The Kiwanis group of Brooksville Kiwanis and the Hernando County Chamber actually had the same leadership. So the Kiwanis group, which I'm a Brooksville Kiwanian, just celebrated, when I was president, 95 years, so they're going into their 100th year.
Wow.
Okay, so when you read the history books, there's a lot of crossovers of the leadership. So
Once a
that's
leader, always a
Brooksville.
leader, it sounds
Yeah.
like, right?
Yes, yes. Well, it's nice to have that history and that continuity.
Yes.
It really is. I mean, I'm from another place. I'm from New York, like many other people, and I really, I don't know. I just like to hear about the history of different communities and the families and who were the leaders and how they started things, and and I know that again, Newport Richey has that heritage.
Oh, it definitely
Yeah,
does,
yeah.
because when I came down here from Michigan in 1984, there was, it was crazy. There was nothing here practically,
Oh.
so.
Yeah.
Same to me.
Long
When my
time.
folks moved here in '83, they were looking in Spring Hill, and my dad's like, "There's nothing out here but cows and sand."
I know.
And funny, I moved to Spring Hill. My family moved to Spring Hill in 1979. I graduated high school from Springstead. At the time, there was only two high schools, and I graduated in '83. So it's a huge difference to see. I mean, 19 and Spring Hill Drive was a stop sign, and there was nothing there. And it just you look back on my history from when we moved up there to now, and people just they can't imagine. It's grown so much. I said,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
a
And we're
busy city
still a small,
metropolis.
we're still a small community.
It's still a small community, but you're still growing.
We are, yeah.
I look at the Spring Hill area between the Suncoast and 19, and it reminds me of what's going on now between 41 and 75 in the Wesley Chapel,
Yes.
Wiregrass area. It's just exploding up there, and it's amazing. I went back up to Spring Hill not too long ago, a year ago, and just seeing half the buildings, I'm like driving down Cortez
I
going,
was going to say State Road 50.
Yeah.
It's really popped.
I don't remember that being there. I don't remember that being there.
Exactly.
When they get here, I'm just amazed by
Yeah.
the growth
Yeah.
of the area. It's
You see
excellent.
that. I never saw that up in Michigan because everything was just so already there.
There, right.
And down here, the growth, and you're right, because I raised my kids in West Pasco. My husband settled in Spring Hill, so I knew a little bit up there. But as we go back, and we haven't been up this way, noticing all the growth, like you're saying, in that Trinity, that corridor going over into the new homes. And it's just amazing with the growth. Well, people.
Well, just as far as, just recently, I want to say, I heard it on probably the radio. Florida has been rated the #1, we're back to the #1 state, okay, for retirement. So, as far as affordability, quality of life. So when that happens, you're going to have a major influx.
Yes, yes.
Of course, give them a snowstorm or two to kick them into motion.
Exactly.
But so again, what that does is that creates rooftops, and of course, rooftops create businesses and jobs, and that's what chambers are here for, to work in tandem with counties and cities and economic development, and of course with the small businesses. Everybody works together. Hopefully harmoniously to be
Yes.
able to support the businesses in the community,
Yes.
so everybody to provide jobs and of course quality of life.
We've seen that too, the chambers overlapping. Well, it's like the mixer. There was 5 or 6 chambers that,
Yeah.
and that was wonderful.
It was exciting to put that. That was our second annual event, and I hope that we do it every year from now on. It was great to watch everybody blend in the community, see how they have going across county lines, so to speak, and just see how we have all the some of the common relationships, and it was just fun just to get to know other chambers and their members, and we had a great time.
And I think another advantage to that is the fact that you're bringing. I may live here in Pasco, but travel to Hernando County.
Sure.
And knowing that we're able to intermix those chambers together, it makes for businesses be able to communicate much easier, and for residents in Hernando coming into Pasco, Pasco going to Hernando, have another outlet where they can go and get information.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially whether it's a networking or looking for, anything within the county. It's nice to have that relationship between the chambers and seeing them play nice together.
Well, yeah, we should.
Well, we've always
we all
had
have a
a,
common
we've had a
goal.
great relationship. But one of the things I have to say is that, why chambers are so successful, I think, is that because, yes, we are a global community. You can go on the internet and you can purchase and sell and so on and so forth. You can export. There's so many ways to do business with businesses. But I believe that people really enjoy developing that relationship, networking, and then of course the relationship is that I do business with you.
Yes.
So people do
Yes.
business with people, and then the business, of course, is
Yes,
the,
and I think
the
the
bond.
chambers is very similar to the Rotaries. If you ever meet another Rotarian, Rotarians will always do business with other Rotarians because it's somebody they know and trust. And I think with the chambers, you see the same thing. If I break down in Spring Hill, not knowing where I'm going to find a repair center that's either a Rotarian or a chamber because I know I can trust driving in there and getting the proper
Yes.
service.
There's a lot to be said for that. There is so much to be said for that, especially down here in Florida. Sometimes I don't mean to say the wrong thing, but
Where are you going with this part?
Aye.
We're going
Car
to an ugly
repair.
place.
I want to go to a recommended car repair, and I'll just leave it at that.
Well, that is such an important factor. Again, with when you're dealing with Rotary or Kiwanis or chambers, it is really the brand, and that's the one thing I'm
Yes.
always touting as far as the chamber brand is. I think it's an honor,
Yes.
to be a member of the chamber and to be able to brand your business with the chamber.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
large companies brand themselves with large companies, and so I think that's such an important factor. And I always look to the big companies to say, okay, what are they doing? Because they've done all the research and development and the testing, and there's no reason why you can't take that as a business owner and really apply it to your business at the
That's
same
right.
time or your organization. So I believe that branding is extremely important for businesses, and I don't think it makes a difference whether you're Coca-Cola or you're, Chick-fil-A or whatever, or if you go to a retail store, yes, they have their own private brands, okay? So private brand will say Macy's, private brands their own clothing, but they carry all the top designers. So they brand their business through the brands of other businesses. So to me, that's so important. So
Yes.
our chamber, I find it's really important for us to always brand. So we work with the Office of Business Development, PHSC, which is Pasco Hernando State College. So we put their logos, okay, on all of our material because we want to brand that we work with
course.
the professionals and we're a united community. I think that's a message that you need to send to a new person who's coming into community to say, wow, the Chamber of Commerce works in tandem with the following. And that's an important brand for us as
Oh,
a
absolutely.
chamber. So I think that's something that I always try to instill upon members to wear your chamber decal, okay, or your plaque, with honor, because I think it really says that I have a commitment to the community.
And that
That's
that
most
is
important.
truly a commitment. And when you see the committed people that are walking the talk, you really do understand that it is a commitment. I mean, it's a big commitment. It's not just participating in one event. I mean, they cross over, don't they, Jeff? I
Oh,
mean, we see that
absolutely.
all the time.
Yes, I
they're in
do.
this event, they're in this, they're this, they're that. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. We have a break coming up, so stay with us. You stay with us. We'll be right back right here on My Chamber TV.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist. Believe me, Dr. Bee and his worker bees are the best. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Walk through life every day today and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day, and everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is Jeffrey Cranich. Oh, no, I'll let you say it. Chamberman.
See, you took my thunder again.
Oh, darn it. Okay, you do it now.
Oh, no, we'll do it later.
Next break.
Anyway, it's Jeffrey Cranich, commonly known as Chamberman, because we have fun with that. And we still kept our guests from the Hernando Chamber
Yes, they
of
haven't run away
Commerce.
from us yet.
I know.
So we must be doing something right.
I think
Definitely.
so. They haven't escaped yet. So Dawn Badami is doing the events coordination and doing a great job. She has a list of events we're going to talk about. Pat is president of the chamber, and you're doing a great job talking about just wonderful things going on up there. And this chamber has been 95 years in existence.
Yes.
My goodness, no wonder you weren't part of the original. I said,
When
were
you
you
said
an original one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Either that or I've aged gracefully.
There you
whichever way
go.
works
There
out.
you go.
After moving here from New York.
Yeah, right. So you have 15 years with them, and that's fabulous.
Well, 16 coming up in March.
Coming
so
up,
yes.
so
Mhm.
congratulations.
Yes. I started with the chamber in 2000, and I actually was in the marketing position. So I was the membership representative, and just really had fun. That's a fun job. You know, to go out into the community and talk about chambers, and to that day and age, of course, there wasn't smartphones and things like that. But it was a lot of FaceTime, a lot of talking time, and it was a lot of fun to help the businesses connect. So it was good. So I did that for about 4 years, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Nice. I think we're getting back to this kind of FaceTime.
You know what? Thank you very much. I think that's
know.
wonderful. And
I
you know,
know.
it's really hard to do that because everybody's so busy. You know,
Right.
businesses are busy, which is, God bless, is a wonderful thing. But I think that people are still working their business. You know, they haven't gotten to that level of where they're going to hire another person. So what happens is that people are spending a lot of time working their own business, and they don't have the opportunity to go out and network. So
Yeah.
I think that's the next. That's, you know, we're coming out of a deep recession, and it takes a
Right.
long time to come out of a deep recession.
Right, and catching up with ourselves too with all the electronic gadgets. I think a lot of people spend more time trying to reboot their computer, trying to get the phones hooked up, and this and that. I mean, I was just saying today, whatever happened to the good old days when we really did do everything manually? Sometimes I wish those days were back. We had more time. You know, it's pretty
You had
funny.
more fun too.
Had more fun, yeah. But we can always put the
We
fun
didn't have
back.
all the gadgets.
Yeah,
that-
you know, you
but
go
you know
to a
what?
restaurant, you just see everybody just on their phones. You just have to make a point of keeping it, It's
So,
just
you know,
having
we're,
that
we're
personal-
dating ourselves by having this conversation, because you
I'm
realize
fine.
that.
I'm fine with it. Age is only a number,
Okay.
Pat.
And
You
no,
know
no,
that.
no. You know, when you sit there and you talk to 25, you know, if a 25-year-old
know.
sit in this
I
room,
know.
they would be getting up and walking out the door, because
And the
that's how they
and the
live.
rotary phones, and you have to
Yeah.
you have to run around into the dining room just to get some privacy. You know, I tell my daughter that, and she's like, "What?"
I know.
Oh, no, you won't.
I'll take that photo. I'll cut it off right now. I'll just take the battery out.
I was
So.
working for Sears Logistics. I was a market operations manager, and my second day there, the manager looks at me and goes, "Hey, we need to get this storage room cleaned out. We got this project that's coming up, and we need everything out of there." I said, "All right." So I, being the manager I am, I started delegating work to somebody. Well, this girl comes out and she's holding a manual typewriter. She's like, "What is this?" I go, "Well, you put a chain on it, and then you row out, and when you're ready to fish, you throw it over so you don't go anywhere." She goes,
You did not say
"Oh, I
that.
did." She's looking at me going, "Oh, no, it's not." I'm like, "It's a typewriter. You roll paper in it, and you
you
push
punch.
buttons."
Yep.
And she's like, "Come on, you're messing with me." I'm like, "No, really, it is. It's a manual typewriter." And she was so astonished by this archive thing. I'm like, "I was just using those not too many years ago."
I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, you talk about like, when I went to college, I got a typewriter, brand new electric typewriter, so for my work, and my daughter gets a new laptop. So and you know when you the whiteout,
Yeah.
because it didn't have the autocorrect.
Yeah, that's
and you're
right.
like, what are you talking about?
I know, but I'll tell you, things have changed, times have changed, businesses changes,
Absolutely.
and I'll tell you
Business
one
have
thing I
changed.
noticed with all the chambers, or I say a good portion of them anyway, and tell me, Jeff, if you agree with me, is we're all stepping out of the box with our business models and looking for new ways to do things, and really looking back to create those face-to-face, literally face-to-face relationships.
Here's a perfect example right here.
And that's one reason why we do this, to
Yeah.
really raise the awareness on becoming a chamber member. And that's what I wanted to touch on a little bit, is being a chamber member with Hernando. How do you feel that you set yourself apart? And I know you're going to cover some of the events as well, but how do you feel that you set yourself apart?
From other chambers? Oh gosh, I don't know if it is a set yourself apart. And I say that as I had mentioned when we
that's
first
okay.
discussed it, we first talked
Yeah.
about this, is that we are very much a training chamber. We are a chamber that supports small business, so working with SBDC. We have a very strong training committee. When we moved into our new facility, I say new, we're going into our 6th year, we designed that building. When we purchased it, we renovated. It's an older building, and we are in the airport park right off of Spring Hill Drive, right just east of 589.
Right.
So when we did that, we actually did that with the intent of taking apart that building and creating a training center. So we have a 1,200 square foot room with all the AV in it, which of course we hold a lot of trainings there, workshops, and then of course we also have that there for Kiwanis meets there. We have a couple of companies that rent the space for some of their trainings. So we did that with the intent to be able to offer the services to our businesses, and of course also provide the services for our businesses, for our members.
You're really a go-getter, really
Yeah,
go-getter.
So I think that
doing.
I would say that I would say defines who we are in that respect.
Yes.
Okay. Other than that, I think that chambers of commerce have a lot of commonalities. Unless you're comparing yourself to a larger chamber, like we'll say the Orlando Chamber of Commerce or the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce. Those chambers employ probably 20 people. They have a budget of 3.5. I mean, they're a little bit bigger than ours. They have economic development incorporated into that, and tourism. They probably partner with their county. You know what I'm saying? So chambers
Yeah.
can actually ebb and flow into larger,
Sure.
or you can go
Sure.
to a small community and have an executive director who's that one person who works for the Chamber of Commerce who does everything. So I think, but the main focus, I think, of chambers is really to help small business.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
To grow and to help businesses network and to prosper from there.
I think one big commonality that you'll probably both agree, and Jeff too, you gotta be involved. Put some skin in the game. If you're gonna be a member, don't sit back, pay your dues, and expect something to happen.
But there are members, and you'll never hear those words out of my mouth. So you know that. Because there are members who join the chamber because they feel it is the right thing to do. I want to support my community. I want the brand that we spoke about.
That's true.
Okay. And I'm never coming to anything. Okay. But
So
I
they
want-
say that right up front.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And
My
then
parents were like,
that's a
want to
supportive
be
member.
in our annual magazine. So I want
Okay.
to be listed on that. I want to be on the website.
Okay.
So they understand the brand okay, of the Chamber of Commerce within a community.
Sure.
And they don't have the opportunity because they are a small business to get out and be
Because they're
engaged.
there.
Yes. So,
Yes.
so there
So I
is.
get that.
Yeah. So there is that part, and you know what? Those are great. They're all
Sure.
great members. You
Sure.
know. But they are there for that specific reason,
Yeah.
for the brand, and to say that, and it really says that I care about my community.
Absolutely. And that's where their dues are going so that they do get that exposure in the magazine. And it's great that you have that. It's beautiful.
Yes,
All full
actually, this is
color.
our first year, or this publication, which is the 2014-15 publication,
Oh.
that we went to a magazine edition. And I think that Heron Publishing, who I think is
They're
right
right
across
here.
the street from you.
They're
yes.
right across the street from us.
Yes.
Yes.
They have been with us, Maria Kretschmar,
Yes,
is the
I know
past
Maria.
chairman of the
Yep,
board. When I
yep.
first started working for the chamber, she was my chairman.
Oh.
So we go back quite a few years. So we went to a magazine format, and it's worked out really, really
Oh,
well.
that's
So
great.
it's what's really done, and I know a couple of other chambers are going this direction also. It's become more of a community magazine, okay? And then, of course, you know, with interviews of different people. This being our first, we really did some interviewing of some of the established, I like that word, established leaders of our community.
Seasoned.
See, seasoned.
Seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned. Yeah, seasoned. Yes.
Nice.
So we did some interviewing of some of our of the leaders who have been elected officials, or maybe they're retired, or maybe they were a pinnacle leader as far as in the development of an area. So really nice articles.
That
and
is
interviews,
nice,
yes.
given that recognition.
Yeah.
Well, and it goes right back to what you were saying in our first segment about the leaders and the small town feel and the committed people, and really keeping those leaderships in the whole loop, even after they leave.
Yes.
So that's great.
Yeah, and that is a great selling point for
Yeah.
Hernando County, a great selling point for Pasco County. Dade City is a darling little city. They have a great chamber of commerce. You know, Trinity used to be that small little, now it's popped.
Yeah, oh,
it's-
yes.
There's nothing little about Trinity anymore.
And Zephyr Hills is a wonderful
Yes.
area. You know what I'm saying? So and those are selling. People want to move to the country.
Right.
You know, they don't want to be online on 56 going to the mall, so to speak.
Exactly.
You know, so it's nice to have that diversified, you know, area as far as within a whole county that you can, you know, live on the Gulf of Mexico in Pasco County, same thing in Hernando, or you can go to Dade City and live in an area that has a small community feel to it with rolling hills.
We only have a few seconds remaining. Can you give us one of your big events that's coming up?
Big events, March 26th is the Young Professionals' 3rd Annual Hop and Glow. It's an Easter egg celebration and expo, business expo, so it's a fun day. It's a black light dance party as well. So everything is a Easter egg, glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
fun is
So
that?
from March 26th, Easter Saturday, from 5:30 to 9 p.m. There'll even be a little dance going on with some black lights and some fun stuff. So 6 different Easter egg hunts, different ages.
It
I
is a
think-
big event.
yeah, I think
couple
this
of
year,
thousand people,
last
like
year we
5
had
or
over
6.
21,000 eggs, and I think this year they're actually doubling those or trying to double them. So there's a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of fun, a lot of volunteers, and the young professionals are great.
Glow-in-the-dark paint.
Yeah, it is. They hand paint. They actually spray them.
they?
Yeah, their presenting sponsor is Oak Hill Hospital's pediatric unit. So
Really?
they're very, very excited to partner with them, and they have a lot of other, a lot of other sponsors. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, that
Excited.
sounds exciting.
Yeah, just check the website.
Yes,
Yes.
we definitely will.
HernandoChamber.com.
HernandoChamber.com.
And you can register online on our website. You can pay for anything as far as a sponsorship. If you'd like to join the chamber, everything, our website, we're so proud of our website.
We are.
We've worked very hard for the last year to get it up, running, and efficient. And, you know, we've become dependent on it. We're
I
getting back to.
know. And
so
especially
there-
when you made those improvements and everything, that's great.
Yes. So it's a great website. So it's www.hernandochamber.com. And that's also a great place to find out about Hernando.
Absolutely.
You know, where to stay, where to eat, you know, and so on and so forth. So.
The directory.
So
Everything's on there.
many good reasons to belong to the chamber, truly, and to live in Hernando County. It's beautiful up there. James, we have a break coming up here, so I think we'll probably go ahead and toss to that. I want to thank you, Pat, for joining us. You're going to come back, I hope.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And
This
Dawn,
was
you're-
very fun.
Yes, good.
This chamberman.
Chamberman.
Chamberman. I'll do it for her because she didn't steal my thunder.
I love it. And you're going to stay with us, Dawn. We have more guests coming up in the show, and
Okay.
she looked like she knew all about that, right?
She's like, I am.
That's the way the show's going today. It's all good. We'll be right back.
Beltran Dental Surgery is dedicated to providing the highest quality dental surgery. I graduated from USF, went to Harvard Dental School, obtained a medical degree from Texas, and completed 5 years of oral surgery training. At Beltran Dental Surgery, we offer cutting-edge surgical techniques and treatments to the Tampa Bay area. Providing IV sedation allows my patients to have a pain-free and comfortable surgical experience.
From wisdom teeth removal to implants or creating a whole new smile. Call now or visit our website to learn more about our procedures.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus Card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just 1 or 2 options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is...
Chamberman.
I love that.
Jeff Granage.
Thank you. You dork.
If the bloopers ever come out, you'll understand where this is coming from.
Honestly, it was a crazy afternoon, wasn't it? Anyway, welcome in.
Welcome back.
We also have Dawn Vanami, who is with the Hernando Chamber of Commerce. And then we have Bobby Stutz. And for some reason, you seem so familiar, your name and your look. I don't know where we've met somewhere.
I've worked with the Chasco Fiesta.
Maybe that's what it was. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you're going to be talking about Home Instead Home Care for senior care?
Yes.
And you are a member of the Hernando Chamber of Commerce. How
Yes.
long have you been a member?
Actually, about 4 months.
No kidding.
Yes, I've switched from Pasco to Hernando. I moved up to Hernando.
Oh.
And I kind of jumped in with both feet and took off, and it's been wonderful. It's a great group. They're very warm, welcoming, and I just kind of went out there and got busy, and I'm really excited about it because it's really helped my company. Home Instead is a company, they're different franchises. So I'm with the Hernando County Spring Hill branch, and it's been exciting because I've gotten so much business and referrals and going out there and networking and just getting out there, and people have just been wonderful.
That is wonderful. So you just didn't skip a beat. You
No.
moved from here to there and just you
Went
must
right
have
to,
had
I went right to the street chamber.
She actually came right to a meeting. I'm like, who are you? She goes, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm like, no, really, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Really?
And then yeah, she did. She kind of just hit the ground running, and she's been a wonderful asset to the community, to Home Instead, and of course to the chamber. She's been a lot of fun.
Thank
so
you.
We hope
Aw,
to
that's
have
so
a very
great.
long relationship.
Yes,
with
absolutely.
both.
Well, you have a lot of events coming up, so I don't want to take a whole lot of time. I want you to be able to share that and what's coming up in the community.
Okay. Well, one of the things that the Chamber's helping me out with is I'm doing a program called Take a Senior to Lunch, and we're going to host it at the Chick-fil-A up on 50. And it's a great opportunity for our business people to come out and buy lunch for a senior. There's so many seniors up in Hernando County that do not have the opportunity to dine with anybody. We're going to do bingo and some games, and I'm hoping to have Elvis show up as well.
Nice.
And
I've got a connection there.
oh, good, good. I do too. But anyway, so we're going to, it's for $15, and that pays for your lunch and the senior's lunch. You don't have to bring the senior. I have a list of seniors already signed up that want to have lunch with somebody.
Aw.
So it's a great program.
Yeah.
And so Chick-fil-A has been awesome, and they're going to help me put this event on, and that's going to be Thursday, February 18th, and it's going to be from 8:45 to 10:45 in the morning.
Nice.
So.
Isn't that sweet?
It is, and we've that Chick-fil-A actually hosts a women's book club or a book club up there, and Robin Lisco, who's been on our program before, her best friend Jana, her son was actually invited to go there and play acoustic guitar in the morning, and Chick-fil-A paid for his breakfast and everything else for him to be on there. So,
Wow.
I
Very
mean, the
nice.
owners of that particular establishment are just very much about giving back to the community. It's
That's
really nice,
nice.
to see.
Yeah.
I think all of the Chick-fil-A's are like that. I mean, that's part of their core and their businesses, and it's just a wonderful feeling how they wrap their arms around the community that they're in.
Absolutely.
And I think it goes back to the owner of Chick-fil-A also, how you know his concept of we close on Sundays because you have to have your family time and you know your Sabbath time, and I think that speaks a lot about Chick-fil-A's philosophy. You know, even if you are a franchise owner, you're still going to follow this guideline.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, that is you know what? You know Kelly Snow from Plum Harbor?
Nope.
Same thing with her too down there. She does a lot for the community. So it's good to see that it goes from, you know, one town to the next, one county to the next.
Right.
What else do you have coming up?
Oh, another great event. When I started with Home Instead, I started in November, and in December there's a program that's called Be a Santa to a Senior. And I was like, what is this? You know, and it's giving back to the seniors that do not have Christmas. They may not have any family members in town, or they may not have anybody whatsoever. And our community was amazing. Our sheriff's office, our chamber members, different business leaders, our county commissioner, state senator, all got involved in this program and came out. And basically, we put out trees in our community at different businesses and hung an ornament there. And people were taking the ornament and go and buy Christmas presents for our seniors. And then we had a big Christmas wrap party back at our facility. And we had 580 plus seniors that we gave Christmas to in Hernando County alone.
Wow.
And it was a huge event, but out of the 580, I would say about 100 ornaments were not taken. So our company, you know, took care of those and made sure everybody had Christmas. So the next big event that I'm going to be doing is going to be on April 7th, and it's going to be a pistol shoot at the Hernando County Sportsman Club. And there's going to be vendors, and businesses can set up their tables there, and then we're going to have all kinds of shooting games and such, and prizes and food and music. So it's going to be a great event. Check it out on our Facebook page and getting it out there on a chamber page as well.
You're a busy gal.
I am.
She is.
My goodness.
I
So
am.
she's also an active diplomat with the chamber,
Yes.
which, of course, in other chambers they call them ambassadors.
Yes.
So Babby goes out and she visits some of our new members, the 1 to 4 year the ones that are having anniversaries, 1 to 4 years, and you go out and you just visit and welcome them and see, mentor them. Hey, this is what we're doing. Why don't you come out to an it could be an event, it could be a special meeting, it just could be anything. Or do you have any questions? And I'll let you know, I talk enough, but
That's okay.
It's really a fun opportunity for her to get back out into the community as well in a different way and promote herself as well.
Right. We have a business power lunch coming up, and I'm just going to all of them because it's for the healthcare. So I'm going to all the healthcare facilities in our community and just giving them the invitation from the chamber and saying, you know, I would love to see you out there, and I'll be there, and I would love for you to come out, and it's a great networking event for you. So I try to make sure that when we have events, I take my flyers and I just get out there, and depending on what niche it is, and I'll go out and spread the word.
You know, and a lot of times that personal touch means so much more than
absolutely.
just somebody calling you on the phone saying, "Hey, you coming to the mixer tonight?" It's
Or
like
just an email. It's just,
you know.
Right, yeah, everybody
but when
loves
somebody
that.
comes out and personally invites you,
You
know,
bet.
'cause
I'm glad that you brought that up.
yeah.
We were just talking about that earlier on, about getting back to literally FaceTime, you know, face to face. And that's right, because you remember that and you think that person came out, made that effort to come out. I'm going to go.
Right.
Especially when somebody that's active in the community who is employed in the community and has their work time and still taking that time out of their schedule to come out and do that. That speaks a lot about not only the chamber but the event and the person going out doing the invite.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's nice to see that those personal touches are still out there.
I know. I love to hear that. Do you have any more?
Yes, we have a wine tasting.
Okay, when is that?
I counted those.
Chamberman will be there.
It is going to be on the 19th of February at Strong Towers Winery in Spring Hill, and all the benefits goes to the Alzheimer's Association. So,
Nice.
and that's going to be another event that we're doing. And for the chamber, we've got some fun things as well. We've got the hockey game. We go to the Tampa Bay Lightning game. And a bunch of us just get together, and it's just a fun thing to do and kind of bond together in the chamber.
That's
So
nice.
besides, you know, all of our chamber events, this is something that's a fun one that we're going to be doing. I think you put that together, correct? Yeah. Yeah.
just some dates. We have one in February. We have one in March. Oh, we have February 23rd, Friday, March 25th against the Islanders, and then in April 2nd against the last game is the Devils. So we just like to have, I don't want to say we like to have fun, but we, as you're promoting your businesses,
Sure.
But after a while, all work and no play. It gets a little bit boring, and you need that
Absolutely.
release. And everybody is fun. You know, we joke around that we live hard, play hard, and work hard, and it really is true. You just
Yes.
want to have that all. You want to be grounded in all areas, and really promote, and so we try to come up with some things that are fun and original, and you can act goofy and take off your hat, and you don't have to be the boss all day. You don't have to be
Right.
so stiff. You can just let your hair down
Right.
and just.
And then there's Facebook pictures. No, just kidding.
Yeah, that on there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. But it's basically keeping a sense of balance,
It really is.
harmony, and that fun puts such good, happy chemicals in the body,
It
so
really
you can
does.
face the work, come over the weekend, after the weekend, or whatever. So that's always a good thing to do that.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of fun here. I mean, that's just like every
No,
day.
we don't
Sometimes.
lie to them.
That's
It's
too
all an
funny.
act.
I say every day that I truly love my job, and I truly love the volunteers that I work with, and doing everything. I mean, of course, you have hectic days.
Sure.
What business doesn't? But when you go home at night and you can't wait to come back to work because you get to work with these amazing volunteers, and we have, well over 940 businesses right now that are chamber members. So I love interacting with each and every one of them, and some I get to know better because of the amount of the volunteering that they do. But
Sure.
with all of the events that I do and I coordinate, I have some great committee chairs and amazing volunteers. The events would not be so successful if not for them.
Absolutely.
And it's, I'm just kind of there in the background and just making sure and corralling everybody so they're not having too much fun. But, I really can't say enough how much I love coming to work and working with them every
It makes
single
a
day.
big
It really
difference.
does.
It doesn't become work anymore. It
really
really
isn't.
doesn't when
Yeah,
you enjoy
absolutely.
what you're doing. Well, we have another commercial break coming
Cool.
up already. I want to thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank
and I
you.
wish you such luck as
Thank
a
you.
new. It seems like you just settled right in up
She
there.
did.
I
Just
did.
like that.
Yep.
I got to tell you, I just felt like that chamber was so welcoming, and I've just made some wonderful friends already, and I've made some wonderful business connections, and you've just got to go out and you have to get involved. You really do if you really want your business to grow. So
Well, good for you. Good luck, and
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you again.
thank you.
And you'll stick with us a little bit, and you as well. We will be back after this with more members, and you just never know who may even show up.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
Providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
Coming here, you're not just like an ordinary patient. You're actually treated like a family member, and you're treated like he actually gets to know you and makes you smile.
Welcome to New Tampa Pediatric Dental, and we are the Bees!
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day, and everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Easy now, Barbara.
I did it to her again. Welcome back to My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Jeff Cranich, and with me is Mrs. Giggles. So
It happens, right? I'm fine.
Yes.
No, I'm fine.
Composure.
Welcome to My Chamber TV. This is kind of fun. We're not having, right?
No.
That we were
always
talking.
have fun.
We
have
do.
Because I'm chamberman.
Anyway, we do have more guests from the Hernando Chamber, where we are talking about all kinds of different things on a serious note, events and just camaraderie, commonality on what's going on and how it spills over into the other communities. We have Barry, I forgot to pronounce your name. Is it Bushmiller?
Buckmiller.
Buckmiller.
Very close.
I
Very
knew
close.
I'd
You did
messed
good.
that up. Neil
Lynn.
Lynn Enterprises.
Correct.
Welcome. It's
Thank you
great to
very
have
much.
you with us. And then we have Debbie Weaver, marketing for Ink Refill. I think I've actually done business with you.
Yay, good.
Way up there when we
Yay.
were up there. Yeah,
Very
in
good.
Spring Hill. So welcome. You're going to be
you.
talking about some things that you're passionate about as far as being a diplomat with the Chamber. How long
Mm-hmm. Correct.
have you both been involved?
I've been with the chamber only about 4 months.
Yeah? New. Fairly new.
I'm very new. Yes.
Yes.
I'm.
My company's been with the chamber for 10 years, but I've only been there for 8 months
okay.
doing this, so it's all new to me too.
Oh, that's well. What made you join? Did you hear all the buzz?
Well, as a new business owner, I've tried to figure out what's the best way to introduce my company to the population, to the community.
Yes.
You know, and what do you do? You look, use the yellow pages, or you do mailings, or you go door to door or something. But I wanted something that was really going to be effective. And everybody said, first thing you need to do is join the chamber.
And has it been in the 4 months that you've been?
It has been excellent.
Now that
Excellent.
is a testament.
Right.
That is truly
Right.
a testament for being a member in that short amount of time.
Right. I mean, from day one, they were very receptive. They're very good at introducing you to other businesses to help grow your business. But one of the things that I jumped on board with when I heard about it, was a program called Operation Outreach,
Oh, yes.
which has been very beneficial. And it's a very simple program. I mean, they have 900 and some members, and some of these members have been with the Chamber for 5, 10, 15, 25 years. So this is a way for us to go out and, with a certificate, go to that place of business and identify the manager or the owner and get to meet them face to face. So it's a very quick little congratulations, you know, for being a member for 10 years plus or whatever. And congratulations, and we value your business. And by the way, here's some upcoming events, because it's very easy as a business owner to get busy and not be able to go out and do things, and you forget about events or you miss ones that are really good that you'd like to go to.
Yes, and it's a great way to not only have fun but promote your business.
Exactly.
I mean, truly to get out to do that.
Yeah, and they, you know, they want to know about your business, so you get to mention your business very quickly. It's really all about them, but they'll ask you about your business. And I have been very fortunate and met very, very nice people and ended up securing several accounts just by doing that.
That's wonderful. What's Neil Lynn Enterprises?
Neil Lynn Enterprises is a background screening business.
Oh,
So
nice.
we allow companies and property managers to do online searches for their new hires or their tenants that they may be considering renting to.
Boy, that's nice. No wonder you're doing well with that.
It's very interesting. I have a law enforcement background and also a real estate background. So it just kind of
meshes
molded
together,
itself.
yeah.
Meshed very well. So
That's great. So how about you?
Oftentimes, I want to follow that up with our visits with our certificates. We don't always get to talk about our businesses, so I go back maybe a week later, and when I go in the door, they're like, "The Chamber's here," you know, so they recognize us. And at that time, I can take time to introduce them to our business with the ink refill and how we can save them money on their ink and toner. So
That is
it
so
works out
great.
really good. And I also do part of the outreach, which is for new, like ribbon cutting, new businesses that have joined the Chamber. We take a little gift bag, and it has their picture in it. And so I'll put a little things from Ink Refill in there so that I can to introduce ourselves that way too. And they're so thankful for the gift. They love the picture, and they love the certificates we bring too. Oh, we'll frame it, we'll put it up.
Yeah.
They really like it.
That's so
they're
good.
very receptive because it takes away that I'm a salesman coming in the door
Yes.
type of thing, and
Yeah.
you know the defenses immediately go up this way.
Yeah.
They know it's a friendly visit.
Right.
You know they like the Chamber and they've benefited from it,
You get
and they like
past-
getting a little plaque.
Yeah, you
know,
get
so
past the
it's-
gatekeeper, in other words.
Boy, isn't that the truth, right?
Yeah. Are you the gatekeeper?
Where's Chamberman?
I moved to Rick Moranis there for a second.
Oh my goodness, that's really fun. Do you have some special events that you're doing anything with? or-
My company's going to be part of the Hop and Glow. We're going to have a table. This will be our first year doing that.
Oh, nice.
So we're excited about that, finding all about that. We've done some of the other events that the Chamber did, like the residence reception. That's been awesome. Hernando Untapped, we volunteered for that. Barry did too. That was an awesome night. If
Oh, I
anybody
bet.
can make it out to that, do it.
I just love the name, Untapped.
It was,
yes.
it was
a
a
fun
lot of
night.
fun, live music. Just everybody had a great time.
Oh, that's so
good.
neat.
So we try to actually participate in just about every event
Everything.
that comes down the pike there, whether it's a ribbon cutting or
Yes.
you know any events that she mentioned and that anybody's talking about. Good chance you're going to see our face there,
Yeah.
you know, volunteering in one way or another. And the parade that we did just
Oh yeah, we did.
for downtown Brooksville was
parade. It
so
was,
much fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
I
was.
bet. I bet. I love parades. The
It's
parades
just-
are so fun.
It's a good group of people, and it's just fun to be associated with them and work with them. So.
We're building so many relationships with everybody in the Chamber. It's awesome. It's helped our business tremendously.
You know, these are such testaments. If you have not joined your chamber, if you're watching today because you heard that your area was going to be on My Chamber TV and you have a business, go check them out and see what they can do for you and what you can do for them. I love the engagement with taking your business in the way you do, and like you say, getting past the gatekeeper and kind of like a smooth transition into letting them know what you do, and it just, everybody's scratching everybody's back. It's a good thing.
It is. And you know, when you're referring people, to other businesses, it's kind of your reputation on the line as well.
Yes,
So
it
when
is.
I'm referring Deb's business, I'm comfortable that she's going to do a good job. The company is going to stand behind her, and I don't have to get an embarrassing call about, that business that you recommended me. Really, I didn't have any of that. So
That's right.
it's a good, comfortable base of businesses.
And that goes back to what we were talking about in our first segment with Pat, how people do business with those they know
Exactly.
and trust.
Yes.
And walking into a business, because I am, I'm an ambassador with West Pasco and Trinity Odessa, and I'm on the board of directors for Trinity Odessa. But if I'm walking into a business where I don't know that person very well, but I know that they are part of our chamber, it's much easier for me to go and say, hey, I'm Jeff with the Chamber of Commerce,
Right.
and they're like receptive to come out
Yes.
and want to talk to you rather than I'm Jeff with Tampa Bay Multimedia.
Yes.
Yeah, tell them I'm busy. So,
Yeah.
but you find that
Right. Yes.
using the chamber to get, like you said, past the gatekeeper is makes everything very comfortable. Because then once they know you're from the chamber, it's like, oh, I can relax. They're cool.
Right.
And it's an honor. I mean, it's an honor
It
to
is.
have busy
It
people
is.
like yourselves and still participating with the chamber to go out in the neighborhood and meet and greet people and do your thing.
Right, and we get to take a picture with them.
Yeah.
Which they like. Some
Yeah.
are a little embarrassed to get in front of the camera, but they can have a nice picture taken in front of their business or logo or something, and chances are that's going to be printed in the magazine or on the chamber website or
yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
it's a gift
Yeah.
every time you walk in and meet with one of these.
That's what I say when we
businesses,
come in.
so-
I say, "We've got a present for you from the chamber," and then they light up instead
Yeah.
of, "Oh
They
no."
do. They do.
Yes, that's got to be that has to be so rewarding for you to be able to have that feeling.
It
Yes,
is.
everybody makes fun of me for getting paid to be social, but it's so much fun.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to have you on the show too. Did you hear? You're kind of new to My Chamber TV too. What do you
Yes.
think of our concept here?
I think it's great.
great
I
idea.
think it's
It
great.
is.
I hope people will take advantage of it.
Yeah.
When they're watching, I'm sure they hear a lot of different statements and testimonials from people, but this is very serious. I take it to heart, and I am very passionate about it. So I invite you, like you said, if you're not a member of your chamber, go check it out,
Yes.
especially if you're trying to promote your business.
And if you're a member of the chamber, like you
Get
said, get involved with everything,
Exactly.
Yeah.
but use the chamber's resources to your advantage. You
Absolutely.
have the magazines, you have the website, you can get on those calendars.
Yeah.
Put your events up there and absolutely use them to your advantage, because a lot of chamber members do go to those chamber calendars to see what is going on in my community.
Yes. Right.
Hey, you know what? The kids are going out with their friends this weekend. What's going on in my community? First place I always look is my chamber calendar to see what is going on. So
Yes.
And it's packed full. My
Yes.
calendar's always full.
It is.
And it's great.
And it's fun.
Yeah,
The bottom line for me is it's fun. I don't like to do things that aren't fun.
Yeah.
So, but like the parade and decorating the float and all that,
Yeah.
it's just a good time.
Yeah.
I've talked to more people that say they just want to do more things that are fun because fun is fun.
Right.
And it's just
Right.
a way to, live your life. We're here today, gone tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
I think that's
Exactly.
great.
And we're a good team. We all work well together, recommending each other.
Right.
We really do try and network that way and help each other out.
That's fabulous. So, ink refill, I know that we have used that service
That's
a
great.
while ago, and what a change. I need to get your card.
Yeah.
Again.
I'll give it to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Or you could go to YouTube and watch the bottom thirds and maybe it'll appear.
There you go. We could do that. But we do have another break coming up, and we are actually going to extend our show today because we have had such eagerness with the Hernando Chamber. We've had an influx of stars here today, so stay with us. You get to see another segment right here on My Chamber TV. We'll be right back.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
My middle son did not like to come to the dentist, but now he loves to come to the Beehive.
You don't have to be afraid to go to the dentist. Believe me, Dr. B and his worker bees are the best. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa,
Hello, everyone. Welcome into My Chamber TV. This is an extended version of our show today because we've had such an influx of eagerness with our guests from the Hernando Chamber, and it's exciting to be here with you. We have
Chamberman, otherwise known as Jeff Greenwich.
and
Thank
that was very subdued. Very good.
I bring it down a level. You know,
Okay.
After about 4 or 5 of those, you know.
We also have Rick Manuel. Welcome. And we have Karen Carpanone.
You got
Did I
it.
get it right?
You got it right.
All right. I have to say, I understand that you and one of our marketing specialists here, Rod Wortham, go back a long way.
Yes, we do.
Did you see him today?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yep, I saw him back there.
Awesome, awesome. This is like a reunion with
I'm telling you.
you with
Bobby.
Bobby and my goodness, how fun is that? Really, that is a lot of fun when we can bring people together like this. So we only have about, a short segment here, 12 minutes or so, but I want to hear what you guys have been doing over at the Chamber. Now, Rick, you're Vice President, Human Resources, Youth and Family Alternatives, and 2016 Leadership Hernando Chair.
Yep.
What's going on with you up there? Lots of great stuff. I
Well,
see.
yeah, we're actually looking to really revamp our program this year, bring a new energy and enthusiasm to it. With any leadership program, it needs some modifications and enhancements over the years. We're at that point of doing that now and just bringing a new energy to it, getting a lot more involvement, really seeking out the emerging leaders of Hernando County to really, bring the program forward.
Good, 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 good. And you are very involved as well, my dear. Goodness. You're our banker too is Capital City Bank?
Capital City Bank, yes.
Okay. And you're chamber board member, class of 2016 recruitment rally, and oh my goodness, I've got a whole list here of everything that you're involved with.
Absolutely.
And you have a lot of events coming up?
Yes, actually, just to reiterate back what I was saying, and trying to revamp Leadership Hernando. We actually have the kickoff that's coming up on February 25th at Marker 48. So we're hoping that we can get our past classmates that actually participated in Leadership Hernando to bring other business owners, business leaders in the community to show them what Leadership Hernando is all about at this event on February 25th. And it's going to be right there at the Marker 48, the new brewery that's opened up on 50 from 5:30 to 7.
Okay.
So,
very good. Very good.
we're excited.
Well, you know, it's amazing that there's so many members and board members, and there's just so much going on. I mean, you have so much to go to, so much to offer the community. What are some of your highlights? And you've been with the Chamber for how long now?
Since 2012 with the Hernando Chamber.
Okay.
So actually this year I get to chair their the second annual Hernando Untapped that we're excited about.
We're excited about that too.
Yeah.
Very excited about
Last
that.
year was very successful, so this year we have to top last year, so it's going to be on the top. So we're excited
on the top,
about-
maybe even over the top.
Yeah, maybe even over the top. You know, once you drink all that beer and wine, you might be going over the top. But yes, we're excited about that. So.
Well, that's great. And how long have you been with them?
Well, my company's actually been with them, the Chamber, for probably about 15 years. I started getting involved in it about 2 years ago when I went through the leadership program. You know, I worked in Hernando County for 15 years in the child welfare aspect of things, but I didn't necessarily get involved in knowing what went on outside of, you know, the nonprofit child welfare. So it's very interesting to get involved in different facets of the community, learn how different businesses operate, just get really exposed to things that I wouldn't normally have gotten exposed to in my own little world of child welfare in the past.
Right, right. So what are some of the things that you want to share that you've really made a difference in addition to what we've already been talking about? Because that's something tells me that you're really into some really good stuff over there.
Well, I mean, like we've talked about, just really revamping the program. I mean, I use myself as a good example. I mean, I just got involved with the program, you know, 2 years ago. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't go through that program to get that opportunity in the first place. I think it's a really great program to, you know, really develop the future leaders of Hernando County, and it's just really expose them to different, you know, different interests that they maybe didn't have an opportunity to seek, you know, previously.
And that's what Pat was talking about too in our first and second segment, how, you know, you just the whole community, the town, and you know, keeping people out there still in the community and mentoring and all this, just so close knit. I love that.
Absolutely. I actually live in Pasco, so you know I know a lot about Pasco County. So when I was transferred up to Hernando County with Capital City Bank, it was nice to be part of Leadership Hernando because I got to meet other business leaders in the community. So, and to learn about Hernando County, because
Sure.
really if you're going to work there, you want to build relationship and you want to know about the county that you actually work in. So it's really a great opportunity for anybody that, you know, doesn't really know a lot about Hernando County.
That's right.
So
that's
I
right.
encourage them to get involved with Leadership Hernando.
I still can't get over 95 years. 95 years. I don't know that. How long is West Pasco? Do you know offhand? I need to check.
Long.
It's been, yeah, it's long.
Well, that is exciting. And I have a question here that actually I wanted to ask. Let's see. The youth and family alternatives, that to me it resonates with me because there is so much help that's needed with families.
Right.
And what made you, was there something that made you go into that whole arena?
Well, I kind of got involved in child welfare by accident when I moved to Florida. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people, I needed a job. I kind of ended up as a child protective investigator up in Brooksville. I, you know, progressed up the management ladder. I was working in Hernando County for 15 years in child welfare. I got the opportunity to come to our human resource department about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, in Newport Richey, which, you know, I'm now working in Newport Richey, and actually being involved with the Chamber and the leadership program has helped me stay involved within Hernando County. I live in Hernando County, but this is a different type of experience for me.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You know, that is a challenging area to be involved with. I mean, there's a lot of emotion, a lot of personal. How do you separate, you know, from, you know, it's, I would guess that it would be kind of hard. Challenging.
It is a challenge. It's definitely a high burnout type of career, specifically with the case management, child welfare, foster care aspect of it. I will say that in my company, I'm proud that our turnover rate is a lot lower than other child welfare organizations. And I think that's based on our culture and how we treat our employees. We really put our employees first, and in turn, they treat the children and families with respect and the care that they need.
Very nice, very nice. Well, do you have anything else to share? Any other events that you want to talk about? Or we can dwell on the Untapped or
right.
I'm going to download that countdown timer.
There you go.
The countdown clock to Hernando Untapped. Really just, want to really promote our leadership Hernando, want to promote our, all our events that we have at the Hernando Chamber. If you're looking to get involved in Hernando, you live or work there, I encourage everybody to be part of the Hernando Chamber. It's a great group of people, business owners, individuals. I mean, we welcome you with open arms there.
It's clear that you guys do that. And these people that come on here really do show their heart for the community. I mean, it's obvious that you're very involved and you stay involved in more than just one area. It's not like you sign up for one event. I mean, everybody that's come out here has a stack of sheets, a stack of flyers on what's going on in the community. And I think that's just absolutely fabulous. Jeff, what do you think?
I think it's great. Like I said, being part of both West Pasco Chamber and the Trinity Odessa Chamber, both as an ambassador, part of Tampa Bay Multimedia, the board of directors, and being on the board really gives you that sense of being more involved with what's going on within the chamber itself. You feel like you're making those right decisions for your community and meeting the new businesses. We had a few weeks ago the young lady from the Holiday Inn, brand new hotel system going in, and she was so nervous sitting here, and then by the time she was done, she was like, "Oh, this is great!" And then we had Mark Wickham last week, from Youth and Family, and you could just see how humble of an individual he was.
Yes.
And don't know if you know, but Tampa Bay Multimedia has chosen the Rap House as our charity of choice for this year.
Very good.
So,
Thank you.
anytime that we have the opportunity to supply food or services for the Rap House, we're doing it on a regular basis. So. We appreciate what you guys do for our community and for the kids that need that break or a place to go, or just having the facility here is very heartfelt. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, it is awesome. It really is. Not last year, but the year before, Rap House was one of our charities for Dancing with the Local Stars, of which I participated in, and I did have, and I can't remember the name. But I did have all the guests from all the different charities that on my chamber TV for that event and everything. And I tell you, that was one of my first participating ventures. Or others, dancing for dollars for charity, yes, I would do that. But if it was for myself, I don't think I would have. But there was such satisfaction, and it gave me even more of an appreciation for all you guys that are more involved in the community in these different events and charity organizations.
As a matter of fact, Mark is actually one of the candidates for the upcoming mayor of Newport Richey.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, so the honorary mayor.
Honorary mayor. Oh, very cool.
So it's between him, Sean Foster, and I don't remember the third individual who was nominated, but so it's nice to see again, somebody who's so humble in our community right here having that opportunity.
He's got us all working as his campaign manager. So.
One more hat.
One more hat, and I bet you accepted with open arms and with grace and all that.
Absolutely.
Well, that's so fabulous. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us, and Jeff, of course, it's always great having you as
Chamberman.
Oh boy, we're getting a different attitude every time now.
We went overboard here today, so I figure we'll mix it up a little bit.
I know, we'll mix it up, absolutely. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you've been able to glean some really good information in between all the fun we have, and we do have fun, and we should. We can always combine that with business, and it does make a difference when you're a member of the chamber, when you participate, when you donate, when you get involved with the events. And then, like our president said, Pat, she said, you know what, there's some members that will come on, advertise in the magazine, pay their dues, and are up front and say, look, I don't have time to get involved. I'm a small business owner, and I have to spend my time at the business. That's okay. Just come on and join and just see what happens. And maybe your 2016 will be like the rest of ours. It seems like everybody I talk to, everybody's coming out of the gate of 2016 with such positivity. It's fabulous.
It is.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And thank you. We will see you next week, same time, same place. We have Wes Pasco joining us with our fun members, Paul and Chip. So you don't want to miss that. We're probably going to be talking about the Business Development Week, which has been going on all this week. I was a speaker yesterday. I had a blast with 90 women. It was fabulous. And then we're heading over to the Verizon to do some filming with some of the events going on there based on the Builders Development Week. Yes?
That's our cue.